Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning, and I figured I would go live. I did a YouTube video already, just to show some people how easy it can be to pill a cat that doesn't like to be pilled when you know your cat well enough to come up with something that works for them. But I figured I would go live this morning, although Penny's walking away from me now. Shit. Oh, I gotta watch my language on live video. Poop. But anyway, I wanted to show everybody because I'm part of, Penny's in end stage or stage 4 kidney disease. She has been for 18 months now. Actually, her numbers last week were looking really, really bad. And she had that hairball incident 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't sure if it was time yet or not, but she's been acting more normally lately, and she's already eaten enough food this morning to choke a horse, which has been her norm. With this kidney disease, and that's not common. But when she was first diagnosed, I never thought, like up until 2 years ago, I could barely pill a cat ever. And I never thought that I'd be able to give her all these pills and everything else, and her life would be traumatic, and it would be, vet visits and pills and fluids every day and constant stress, and what kind of quality of life is that? But Penny's been living a really good quality of life, and it's all I can ask for. And don't mind my hair. That's all I can ask for in this stage of the game. So I figured that I would show everybody today. Penny actually gets a lot of medication in the morning, but it's not very stressful. But she walked out of the kitchen. She was waiting for her pills. I'm not going to do all this. Oh, okay, she went to the bathroom, so she's back now. Okay, so anyway, so let's try to do this and see if Penny cooperates with being my model today. I figured I would start from the beginning and show everybody what I do to make things stress-free. And pardon my pajamas. I'm trying to position the phone. I keep forgetting my phone stand before I do all this. I hope that you can see that. See, I'm getting writing from Facebook about let people know you're live and blah, 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 blah. This is like, I'm trying to see where you can see the plate. Well, I'll show the plate to you. The first thing we're going to do, she has to take a potassium supplement. And I actually syringe that into her. So, Facebook is not telling me when to show who's watching your live video. Swipe left to see your viewers. Oh, this is new. Let me do that and see. Wait, swipe left. I can see who's joining us. Oh, hey Matt. Don't mind the hair. Or the sheep pajamas. It's cold in here, and I refuse. We're having a problem with our heater. So until we can get that fixed, I'm trying not to run the heat. Plus, it's going up to 75 today, and the air might actually kick on at some point because we don't have a lot of cross flow in our house. So anyway, what I have here is 0.9 mLs of Penny's Bribery Treat, Fancy Feast broths. And what I'll do is I'll squirt that on a plate. And I can't position this so you can see what I'm doing, but I'll show you. But I squirt that on a plate. And then I have the Renal K potassium supplement. And it gets all powdery. And I hate getting this stuff on my hands. I'm like one of those people who has to have clean hands all the time. And I take 1 scoop, which is 2.2 MEQs, and she just had her potassium tested, and that was actually the only value that was pretty good in her blood work. We had gotten her potassium up from 3.5, which is a danger zone of being low, to 4.3, I think it was. It was a nice number. Then I just kind of mix it all up in here. Then I just draw as much as possible up into the syringe. This is actually going to be her chaser. She doesn't necessarily love the potassium supplement, but then she'll get the rest of the Fancy Feast broth as her pill treat. I almost said test treat because she is also a diabetic cat. And when I test her blood sugar, you got to give her a treat. That's the one thing with Penny, is that you have to give her a treat after every unpleasant thing that you do with her. She does not do well with restraint. She does not do well with not feeling like she's in charge. She always has to feel like she's in charge. Oh, the syringe is getting in my way. So I had to know my cat is very, very food motivated. She will walk over hot coals for a forbidden treat. So everything I do with her, from home testing her blood glucose, she's not on insulin anymore because she's been in remission for 15, 16 months now. But when she got insulin injections, it was while she was eating. That way she didn't even notice them. Sub-Q fluids, she gets a treat after. And every time she gets pilled, she gets their forbidden Fancy Feast broths. And I say they're forbidden because she is a diabetic and there is sugar in the ingredient list. But if it helps me to pill her, and it's only, I forget how many ounces this is, it's 1.4 ounces a day, and she's been maintaining her remission from diabetes very nicely, so she gets them. So here's my syringe now that has, it's a little, I messed it up today, but it has like 0.9 mLs of Fancy Feast broths, as well as 2 MEQs of Renal K. So I'm going to rinse this plate because if she smells it, she won't want it. Now what I do with the rest of this is what I squirt out. She doesn't like the meat, she just likes the broth, so I kind of just squeeze it so that all the liquid comes out. These are Fancy Feast creamy broths. I actually use these outside with my feral trouble to give him lysine. Now she also, and this is very common with kidney disease, needs Miralax. Constipation is very common with kidney disease, so she's going to get a little bit under a quarter of a teaspoon. I try to like manipulate it, so she's getting a little bit under that, so that it has her going to the bathroom every 48 hours, but I also have to watch poop texture with her because hairballs are an ongoing problem. Now this is tasteless and everything, so she's okay with taking this, but I mix it up really good because it does change, kind of gets like a jelly texture when you mix it with liquid. And this Miralax has been a lifesaver for not only Penny, but my late cat Tabby, who in her geriatric years had developed chronic constipation problems that required fecal extractions, and one time it even led her into fatty liver disease. Then I learned this little trick. Now, I have her pills somewhere. Okay. Now I gotta find the cat, too. I have everything ready, and I have no idea where Penny went. Oh, crap. She's in that carrier. That carrier, I don't know if you saw the post. I bought a carrier for the feral cats the other day to start carrier training them in case I ever have to get them inside in an emergency, and Penny has taken it over as her bed. So it's not letting me know who's joining us. Like, it's just saying 2. I'm afraid if I click on it, I'm going to screw up my live video. Let me try, because I know Matt's here. It's not letting me, they've changed Facebook Live. Well, anyway. So I don't know who's joining us. I'm sorry. I like to say hi to people, but Facebook is not cooperating with my agenda today. So we have amlodipine, 1.25 milligrams. She has developed hypertension secondary to the kidney disease. So she takes this every day. It's been keeping her well controlled. And how we noticed that she had developed hypertension is because she was having neurological issues. Her back legs were giving out. She didn't have seizures, but she almost looked like she was having a stroke. And we're not sure. She may have had a mini stroke, but she made a full recovery. So, and this is actually 1/5 of a vitamin B complex and 1/2 of a Renadil supplement that I put together in a gel cap. Renadil is like a probiotic supplement that helps their kidneys filter out toxins. When I cut back her Renadil, now all of a sudden her numbers are getting really bad after being stable, low stage 4 for like a year. So now she's getting 1/2 of the Renadil in the morning with her B complex, and then she'll get the other 1/2 tonight with her last meal. So I have to go find Penny. So give me 1 minute. Of course, of all days, usually she's sitting here nagging me. But because we're live today, she wants to give me a hard time. She's in here. This is the carrier that I bought. It's not even, I didn't even finish putting it together yet. So, come here, Pinnell. We got to do your pills. Pinnell, come here, Penny. All right, I'm going to set this up and then go get her. And here's Rascal, by the way. Yes, hi, Rascal. Hi, Rascal. This is the friendliest feral cat you'll ever meet. That's Rascal. He's not getting any pills, though. But just for entertainment purposes, while I get Penelope out here, there's Rascal. All right, let me get everything set up on the floor. Penny, come here, honey. And don't mind my pajamas. I'm not getting changed. It's 67 degrees in the house. I'm not getting it changed until it hits over 70 in here. Sorry. Come here, Penelope. Penny, come on. Any other day, she's sitting here waiting for me to pill her. But today, alright, it's okay. Okay, here's Penelope. And she's not cooperating today. Wow, my hair looks really bad. Sorry, guys. I look like the epitome of the crazy cat lady right now. Oh, well. It's okay. So I just straddle her, as you can see. And then I pry back her head. Stick it right in the back of her mouth. Then she gets her potassium supplement chaser. And I have no idea what Rascal's doing behind me, but I hear him. I don't know if you guys can see. Now I'm blocking the whole thing. And then we wait a second. Make sure she swallows. That didn't sound good, did it? And then her second pill. Pry her mouth open again. Shove it in the back. Potassium supplement chaser. I just kind of squirt it in the side of the mouth, and I do very little bits because, of course, you don't want them to aspirate. If they get fluid in their lungs, it could kill them. And then she just gets her Fancy Feast bra snack with her Miralax in it, and she's checking out the camera. Penel. And now she's going to eat her broth in a minute. And now she's happy. See, nothing traumatic about that. And this is a cat who vet techs have actually had to use full body armor on. So I will rinse this syringe in a second. I wanted to show you guys one other thing, and that's Mischief's. Mischief is on Prozac for aggression. It's working very well for him. Him and Penny actually get along now. This stuff has actually worked miracles on him. He was very aggressive when I took him in outside. The only cat he got along with for the longest time was his bonded brother Rascal, who you just met. So we have Fluoxetine, 2.5 milligrams. It's right here. I get it compounded. Now, Mischief, I have to train him to pill in the old-fashioned way, but like I said, I like to do things as stress-free as possible. So I use Laughing Cow Original, and it's got to be original. They don't like the low fat for some reason because, you know, when you take the fat out, then you take the taste out. And they don't like the, well, they can't have the garlic and herb because garlic is toxic to cats. So if you use Laughing Cow cheese, some people use pill pockets. I've never had any luck with them. Some people use cream cheese, but I noticed that Laughing Cow cheese wraps better around the pill. Then make sure that you get the blue label, the original, okay? And I just roll the pill in there. So, I'm trying to... And sometimes it's been sitting out. I usually take it straight from the fridge because it's harder. Because I don't like having all this gooey cheese. But you'll see Mischief will actually lick the excess cheese off. Sorry. So, we don't want to put too much cheese on it. Just enough to kind of cover the pill. Because you don't want them to bite into it and taste what they're actually eating. See, when I have it about like this, I don't know if you can see because of the light, but when it's like this, then he'll swallow it whole. So now we'll go into his room. Mischief spends a lot of time in his room with a gate, but he will come out after we do Penny's fluids today and spend 8 hours or so out, and we'll lock Patchy up. He's getting along with everybody else besides Patchy. They had an incident, and so we're doing reintroductions just with him and Patchy now, but he gets along with everybody else. So I'm trying to position the camera. So I just presented to him. There's something about Laughing Cow cheese. It's all right, Mish. He always gets funny when I have the camera in front of him. Something about Laughing Cow cheese hurts their eyes, but he loves it. I do have to train him to pill the old-fashioned way in case this idea ever gets old. That's it. He's pilled. No stress, no fuss, no muss. He thinks he's getting a treat. And then he's licking all the excess cheese off my fingers. And I got cheese on my phone too. So, nothing really exciting, but I want to show people how stress-free giving cat medication can be, especially for those, cats that have chronic diseases like diabetes and kidney disease. And when you first hear the diagnosis, you think, well, what kind of quality of life are they going to have if I'm shoving pills down their throat all day long? And I'm going to have them lick the cheese off of my other finger here. Come here, Misty. Here, honey. But I still got this cheese on my fingers. But it's not that way with them. And as you see with Penny, she'll get 2 more pills later today. She'll get a Pepsid in the evening before her evening meal. And then she'll get the other Renadil at the end of the night. And she'll get sub-Q fluids. And she doesn't like getting sub-Q fluids, but it's over in 2 minutes. And then she gets her treat, and then she feels a lot better, and she can enjoy an A+ quality of life for the rest of the day. So I have to wipe this cheese off of my fingers just so I could end my live video. So anyway, I just wanted to show everybody. I'm going to be posting this in a few cat health groups. I just want to show everybody how stress-free pilling can really be. And Penny's been living a stellar quality of life, and she gets all these meds and everything, but it's not stressful for her, as you could see. So she was mad that I interrupted her nap, but other than that, she got her Fancy Feast broth, and she's happy now. So I hope this helps somebody. I also have a YouTube video, so look us up on YouTube. It's Penny, Penny, and then the and symbol or ampersand, the Kits, THE space KITS on YouTube. So look us up. I hope everybody has a fabulous weekend. Please keep the feral cats and the pet cats and all the people in Florida, Georgia, and maybe even South Carolina. And I have family and friends in Florida and South Carolina. Please keep everybody in your prayers this weekend, and find legitimate charities to donate to when the donation links start going up. So enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.